Thank you for joining me at End Times Prophecy News. Just in, President Trump speaks to military about terrorist attack.
Before we begin, I want to say that our hearts and prayers go out to the people of London who suffered a vicious terrorist attack today. I spoke with a wonderful woman, British Prime Minister Theresa May, this morning and relayed America's deepest sympathy as well as our absolute commitment to eradicating the terrorists from our planet. Radical Islamic terrorism. It will be eradicated, believe me.
Breaking shots fired. Huckabee Sanders just hit ESPN.
The president today tweeted out that he wants to see ESPN apologize for what he called untruths. By him saying that, though, does that mean that he's willing to apologize for birtherism claims that he called on for years?
I think the president has made plenty of comments on that front. I think the point is that ESPN has been hypocritical. They should hold anchors to a fair and consistent standard. ESPN suspended a longtime anchor, Linda Cohn, not too long ago for expressing a political viewpoint. The network's public editor has said that there is a perception that ESPN has become political and that has harmed the network. This is clearly a political statement. They should be consistent in whatever guidelines that they have set themselves in that front. John?
Couldn't you say the same
Guys,
thing
I'm sorry,
about-
I'm going to try to keep moving so I can cover as much ground as possible. John, go ahead.
Which is not
Do
true?
you still stand by your statement of the other day when you said that what Jamel Hill did was a fireable offense?
I do, and again, I think that they laid that out themselves by suspending one of their own anchors for political comments.
Did you understand?
Go.
A+ job. Sarah Huckabee Sanders doing an A+ job. You notice she doesn't let them stop her from moving on. We're going to move on now. Sorry. She just talks right through it. That's the way you do it. A+ job. Melania Trump speaks.
Americans have trust in the United States Air Force because we know you will never quit, you will never yield, and you will never fail. We know that we are free because you are brave. I know I speak on behalf of myself and my husband when I tell you we are grateful for your service. I also want to take a moment to recognize the families of those who serve. You endured the time apart, are accepted to move when new orders come in, and face the uncertainty and that came in the times of need. This kind of lifestyle requires its own kind of courage, and your sacrifices do not go unnoticed or unappreciated. Thank you. Please know that our gratitude is boundless and goes out to each and every one of you with unconditional appreciation. This administration will always stand with the men and women of the United States Air Force.
Fantastic speeches by both the POTUS and FLOTUS at Andrews Air Force Base today. Breaking news, protest has erupted. The Missouri judge has found ex-police officer Jason Stockley not guilty of first-degree murder of Anthony Smith in 2011. A small protest has erupted in St. Louis over the verdict. It's small right now. There you go. Protesters met by police as they walk up the entrance ramp of westbound 64/40. They're still doing the don't shoot thing. I thought that was over about a year and a half ago. White silence equals violence. Everybody's a racist. Oh, looks like a small protest. Looks like it didn't turn ugly, did it? Not yet. Clay Travis just shut down the internet with one statement in CNN interview. Sports radio host Clay Travis spoke with CNN regarding the ESPN controversy and gave a statement that blew the host away and has the internet in an uproar. He used the word.
And that had absolutely nothing to do with sports. And they said, look, you can't have this opinion. It's too conservative. We're not going to allow it. I think that's a bad move. I'm a First Amendment absolutist. I believe in only two things completely, the First Amendment and boobs. And so once they made the decision that they were not going to allow a conservative, non-sports-related commentary, they couldn't do it.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly as a woman anchoring the show. Did you say, what did you just say? You believe in the First Amendment and BWOBS?
Boobs. Two things that have only never let me down in this entire country's history, the First Amendment and boobs. So those are the only two things I believe in absolutely in the country. And so I don't think...
Oh my God, how can you dare say that you're attracted to boobs as a man in front of the leftist agenda? Of course, I would never do it, but still, the fact of it is that he's showing his, typical, he's not a saved person. So but whatever the case is, he's just showing that he's heterosexual. What's wrong with that?
Mel Hill should be fired. But I do think, straight up, that once you make the decision that you are going to let...
Look, they can't get over the boob thing. They're not even focusing.
Chill. That you have to also make the decision that you're going to let Jemele Hill go. I think that's a bad decision. I think ESPN has made bad decisions that have led to 13 million subscribers bailing on the network. They've made bad decisions that have led to ratings collapse.
Oh, no, he's denying it. They're denying it, but it's facts. And this is what shows you how many times you have to warn CNN how they're collapsing and they're failing, and they just don't listen. And what this does is it makes it even worse for them.
Hill's television show is collapsing. Ratings were down 20% last week over last year. I think that's why she's angry. I think that's why she went after Donald Trump. She's begging for ESPN to fire her so she can work somewhere else.
Okay. Keith, what do you think?
Listen, I'm astonished at almost everything I just heard. One of the things that, and Jamel's a personal friend, not just a colleague, but a personal friend. One of the things that Jamel's had to deal with her entire career, and many women who I'm friends with in this business and have been friends with in this business for a long time, is sexism, blatant sexism, comments about her appearance, comments about her racially, comments about her inability or perceived inability to be able to comment on sports because of her gender. For somebody to come on CNN and to say something like the only thing I believe in a discussion
I'm still there too.
Come on CNN, it's the lowest of lows of all news. Well, yeah, why are you acting like as if like you guys are high and mighty?
And I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. BOOZE or BOOBS? Because as a woman, I'm
as in boobs. I believe completely in the First Amendment and in boobs. Those are the only two things I believe 100% in this country. And by the way, Jemele has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? Did your this is so funny.
Did you notice that? He went straight to that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I did go straight to that.
Why would you even say that live on national television and with a female?
Are you serious? You have all kinds of rated R X shows that are showing them in nude and all kinds of stuff. And you make a big deal just because he's a conservative about the word boobs?
Host.
I say it live on the radio all the time because it's true and that's what I do. Because I like boobs and the First Amendment, which is exactly what I said.
How dare you act like a heterosexual? Now, it'd been okay if you say you like to kiss men.
Good.
They wouldn't have had a problem if you said you wanted to kiss men, or, you like guys. That's right. It's the truth. Now, just in, we've just hit the record. Just in, S&P 500 rises above 2,500 for the first time, closes at 2499.75. Amazing. And precious God's word. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts, which made them afraid, because of the men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? The molten image and the teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusteth therein, to make dumb idols? Woe unto him that saith to the wood, Awake, to the dumb stone, Arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. Interesting, because it says right here that the graven image that maketh thereof hath graven it, the molten. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, Awake, to the dumb stone. In the time of Jacob's trouble, chapter 13. It says, if I can find it. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, an image, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So those who worship that one, just like it says in Habakkuk, woe unto them. They go to the lake of fire. Woe unto him. All right. We'll see you next very soon, and thank you for listening. Attention to all subscribers. My channel is continually being censored by YouTube, with videos taken down, demonetized, subscribers being unsubbed. We never know what will happen next to it. Do you support free speech and the First Amendment and have a love for the truth? I would like to take this time to thank all of you who have already supported my channel through PayPal, but I have a special gift for you. Would you like to save hundreds of dollars per year buying all the batteries you need in your life? Announcing the battery reconditioner. What you're about to do is the same thing all those battery companies have been doing for many years, but would never want you to know. It doesn't matter what type of battery it is, lithium, alkaline, lead acid battery, or any other type. This system works. So please click on the link down below in the description box to start saving today.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.